if you're someone that's in uni, chances are you've probably had assignments where you've needed help from the likes of websites or ChatGBT, for example. I was someone who I was kind of very against it from like the point of when it was introduced many years ago. Well, not many years ago, but like, for example, back in, I'd say 2023, when I was in sixth form, we had a assignment where I had to create a document about how social media can be used in a business. Now, that project took me months to make. It took me months. I remember the times that I would be in my school library just typing away at lunch. I would literally go to lunch, not have like food to eat for the entire day just to make sure I could get this document done. And when it came to submitting the assignment and when I got my overall grade, I realized that I ended up getting lower than the people that use ChatGPT. Now, that obviously hit me because it was like, yo, I spent all this time typing hard, working hard, trying to get all the best that I could, but in the end, the people that did it the quick way ended up getting even better than what I did. Now, that in itself, I didn't allow it to consume me, because at the end of the day, I still got what I needed to get into a uni, because not the uni of my choice, but I still got to do the course that I wanted to do. Now, I'm in second year uni now, and I'm in a case of where I just recently had a portfolio project where we had to write some code down based on what each question was asked. And if I'm going to be honest, I'm now at a point where I can gladly say that I needed to get help from ChatGPT. Now, I'm going to preface this by saying I'm not a copy and paste merchant. I'm not that. I definitely use it to gain understanding in which I would then translate into my own work. And that's what I did in this case. And to be honest, because I'm going to be completely honest, if I didn't get help from ChatGPT, there was no way I was finishing this project, if I'm going to be completely honest. Because when I asked it on help on a specific topic, and when it came to like what I ended up outputting into my work, into like the code we were using Java, by the way, there was no way that I was just going to get there from my own understanding, whether it was asking my lecturer or maybe from other people, because even the people that were in my practical in my class, they were just as clueless as we were. It got to a point where it was like, the person next to me brought it up. I was here like stuck on because we had a J Unit 4 test that we had to like complete. I had about like 10 errors and I had about 10 failures and like 2 errors. And then the person next to me was like, yo, what's going on? Can I, like, how's your work and doing all that stuff? I showed it to him and he was like, you know, if you need help, you can just like get ChatGPT to like explain it to you. And although I had kind of forgotten about it, because in my mind I had made it certain that I just can't use it to get help. And it was a case of, you know what, I feel like it's my pride that's stopping me from doing it, because you're not using ChatGPT to get help. The only other time you're getting help is when you're in your practical. When you try emailing your teachers, they only say, I'm available when it's during my lectures. So it's like, what am I supposed to do during the downtime? When I try doing home learning or like private learning, I'm not getting anywhere. So what else is left for me to do? So I was like, you know what? Let me just use ChatGPT for once. Not expecting anything, because I had used it before on like a similar programming language called Scala, in which I was very unsuccessful in performing. But I was like, you know what? Whatever happens, happens. So I'm like, I put out the prompt for what it's supposed to do. And then when I translate it into what I'm supposed to put it in the code, it comes back as a successful run, which definitely came as a surprise to me, because I was going in expecting it to fail, because I knew ChatGPT makes errors, and not especially when it comes to coding, I wasn't expecting much. So I kind of just I was really shocked by it. So when it came to that, it was a revelation, because now I know I can use it for like certain things when it comes to help, but I don't want to have to start relying on it. Like, I want it to be a case of, why can't I just do work and understand it with my own understanding without asking a robot to tell me what to do? So yeah, that's how it ended up happening. I was putting in the prompts, everything was working, and then I was able to submit the assignment by my own accord. Like I said, I didn't copy and paste. And to be honest, I'm saying I can't copy and paste. I wouldn't have been able to copy and paste, because the way it had been explained to me, if I was to copy and paste it into Eclipse, it would have still come back as a failure. So I had to make my own translations regardless, because in the different files that I was given for the portfolio, there were certain values and names that were given to each object that had to be abided by, and the prompt didn't have those exact names. So it was quite simply having to translate each other, and then boom, it worked. But yeah, that's it, to be honest. This is definitely gonna be my first video. I'm definitely gonna do like other topics and stuff, not just uni. But yeah, let me know how it feels with this video style, and yeah, I'll see you lot later.